yes. But I've been limping out for you here to talk a little bit about my life. I have cerebral palsy, which means that during the pregnancy, I had something with my brain. You can call it a hemorrhage, you can call it a brain bleed, whatever, I don't care. What does it mean for my day-to-day life? Is that I have dyslexia, I have ADHD, ADD, sorry. I get those confused, like everyone. And I have a limp, and this whole side of my body is spastic. Spastic means that your muscles don't move well. It's not that shaky fucking thing. No, that's what you guys think it is, but it isn't. I'm educating and making you laugh, I hope. And of course, what do common, if someone is expecting, a couple is expecting, and you ask them, do you prefer a girl or a boy? They often say, we don't mind, as long as it's healthy, right? I take that offensive, yes? Fuck you. My parents stooped with this attitude. They didn't love me. They didn't like me. They were like, oh, fucking hell, you have to take him everywhere you can. Fucking hell. But there's the one upside. There's the one upside of being disabled, and we all know it. You secretly want it too. It's the parking card. You want it. I have it. Anthony has it as well, I presume. I don't know. I haven't asked. But I think so. There was this one time I was with my parents. We were on a trip to Rome. See some sights. We had the parking card with us. It's not that far. We were going through, and we drove into Vatican City. We've all been to. Have we all been to Vatican City? No. This is very privileged of me. So, okay, some of you have been in Vatican City, and there, in front of the St. Paul's Basilica, not cathedral, it's a basilica. This is all knowledge that you can take home with you. In front of the basilica, we were looking for a parking spot, but just side by side with the Pope mobile was a disability parking spot. We drove in it, we parked it, and that was the first time my dad told me he loved me. Heartwarming feeling, to be honest. But being disabled is not only shits and giggles. No, the shitting comes after. Now, you have two types of normal people I've found as a disabled person. The ones that think that every disabled person knows each other, that I know Anthony, never met this motherfucker before tonight in my life. We don't have a WhatsApp group where we talk about how much wheelchair wheels cost. No, we have better things to do. It's taking your money for welfare parking spots. No, and so you have those people always asking, do you know this and this disabled people? No, I don't know your cousin, but he looks like you. And then you have the fuckers that think they can relate to you. They have some minor inconvenience in their life. I had this. I'm studying art history. If you want to know, this is my fallback career. It's going so. The thing is, there was this professor. She came up to me and she was like, I'm so sorry to hear. I now finally know how it is to be disabled. I stepped on a piece of Lego this morning, and I was in pain for 5 whole minutes, and now I know. And I was like, bitch, take a seat. Do you need a cup of coffee? Should I explain to you how the elevator works? And now fuck off, please. Thank you. No. I've been wondering, I've always liked history, and now I'm moving into art history, but I've been wondering what are disabled people meant to do in history? We all have a role, all stereotypes have a role in life. And then I was watching a movie, a pirate movie, and I was like, yes, this is what we are meant to do. All pirates have a disability. They have a hook for a hand, they have an eye patch, they have a wooden leg, like some of us. And then I was like, yes. But how do I steal money in the modern day? I'm seasick often, and I don't really like to roam the 7 seas or whatever they call it. Is it still 7 seas or have we got a new seas? Okay, nobody knows, nobody gives a fuck. Okay, fine. Now, so I was thinking, maybe I should just get welfare. You pay taxes, and then I can live off those taxes. I get some, 900 euros a month, and I can live off those 900 euros and have a great jolly old time. But then somewhere deep inside of me, there's a nice person in here, and I felt bad. So I came up with an idea to give something back to society, something that I could do for you. So I came up with this website, iratecrisps.com. on which I write crisps. Because what do people on welfare do? They eat crisps all day because they don't have jobs, of course, you know this. So I eat the crisps, then I review the crisps, and then you don't have to struggle with what crisps you can buy. Yes, I have a podcast, it's called Crippled Crisp Review. This website is an actual website, iratecrisp.com, go there, it's a great podcast and a great website. You can find all kind of cool stuff about me. But I want to leave you with my final bit, because there is some shit and some giggles when you're disabled. It is the sex. Yes, it's not all disabled that do this. And yes, I'm apparently the only not single comedian here tonight. Yes, I have a girlfriend, but I'm looking for I'm looking for a boyfriend because I'm polyamorous now. So come on. The one good thing of being a cripple, or at least spastic like me, is that sometimes, very very seldom, I get the shakes. My whole head, the muscles in my right side start to vibrate, the rest doesn't vibrate, so it gets into a nice rhythm of... What does that sound like, ladies? A vibrator, yes. I turn into a magnificent beast. A sex god. A heat-seeking orgasm cannon. And I come into you and I vibrate your pains away forever and ever and ever. So remember, if you only remember one thing tonight, it is... If you want your fun parts to tickle, have sex with a cripple! We're all thinking about it, we're questioning it, it's in our minds. Let's be honest, we're all wondering, what was Stephen Hawking's sex life like? Be honest, he's a very famous dude. For those of you that don't know who Stephen Hawking is, he's the famous physicist, theoretical physicist in the wheelchair that talks with the robot voice. We all know him. He passed away in 2021, so this is all it's apparently a new joke for me, but apparently an old joke somewhere. And I know we've all been thinking about his sex life. We know a couple of things for sure. He was very good with his tongue. That's the only part of his body that he could move. He wrote his books with his tongue, matching his conolingus styles. The books were amazing, the conolingus should be sublime. We know he's probably the most famous mobility aid user in the known universe. He is in a wheelchair. So I'm thinking a little bit freaky. I'm thinking sex swings. He's using sex swings. He likes big moving objects through space. Sex swings are only logical, and he probably only gives flying fucks. He probably got off on the idea and the calculations of how many strokes it would take to break down the swing. I'm just thinking of him doing it, making calculations of gravitational pull of the swing, and then just coming to his own conclusion that he is a genius. This is what happened. In short, Stephen Hawking was a sex god.